Hey there, future homeowners. This is William Gonzalez with Viva Realty, and I'm here to help you purchase your brand new house. Are you tired of renting? Would you like to own your own home? I'm going to go over 5 tips to help you purchase your brand new house. Get a pen and paper and write these items down because you're going to need it. It's going to give you an advantage over everyone else that's out there searching for a house. Tip number 1, know your budget. You have to know what you can afford and what can you pay comfortably. You have to sit down and calculate how much you're currently paying in your rent and how much can you afford in your monthly mortgage payment. Remember, owning a house is different than renting. Renting, you're paying literally 100% interest. If that rent is slightly lower than what it would cost for you to buy a house, then you'd want to make that leap into purchasing a home because every payment is building equity. But you gotta know what you can afford. And a good measure to that is taking a percentage of your income, maybe 40% of your income, and figuring that as your max monthly payment. Now, when you wanna rent a house, they want you to calculate by 30%, right? 3 times more, you ever heard of that? You gotta make 3 times more of the rent. I mean, that is where you're basically comfortable in affording the payment and also being able to afford all of your lifestyle. First of all, you wanna get with a lender. And we have our own lenders that can help you calculate that, calculate the property taxes, calculate the home insurance, calculate the HOA, and what interest rate you could possibly have. So it is very, very important to first know the budget and get a pre-approval and see those numbers right there on paper so you can say, okay, I'm ready to make this move. I'm ready to move forward. That brings us to tip number 2. Now, real estate is a long-term investment. So you want to look at a property and analyze it and see what is this property going to do for me in 5 years, in 10 years? Is this property going to grow with my family? And if not, that property can be a fantastic rental property. So when you're purchasing your first home, it could be your starter house. It doesn't necessarily have to be your dream home, right? So you got to start somewhere. You can't just continually sit and wait for the perfect house. You can wait for the house that is perfect for you right now. Fits in your budget, fits in your price range, it's close to your job. You have to look at all those things when you're purchasing a home because you got to get your foot in the door, and it isn't going to be perfect 100% of the time. But when you purchase your first home, that can turn into a rental. Or later on, when you have enough equity in the property, you can sell it and use that money to buy a brand new house, use that money to possibly buy your dream home or your forever home. So don't look at it as, oh, this is not exactly what I'm looking for, but it could be perfect for you right now and later on turn into a rental property and build your own rental empire. Tip number 3. Now, I am a real estate broker, so I'm here giving you advice on how to purchase your first house, how to use this and take this as an investment property, as a future rental property. You need that expertise behind you and to guide you to tell you which property is going to work the best for you, what rate's going to work the best for you, what mortgage is going to work the best for you. You need a professional on your side because 80% to 85% of all real estate transactions are dealt with a realtor. Most likely there's a realtor on the other side, but you need a realtor on your side. So we're here to help guide you and to protect your interests so that you can get the right deal at the right price. So you gotta communicate with a real estate agent, whether it's with me or with anybody else who has experience in the local area. Now it brings us to tip number 4. It's very important for you to know what is in this house, what is in this property. You can go around and walk around the property, you can visually see things, but there are plenty of items that are hidden that only a home inspection will be able to reveal. So you must do a home inspection. Do not pass it up because there could be huge items that will cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars to get it remediated if you don't do the inspection ahead of time. And when you do an inspection on the property, that gives you an opportunity at that moment in time to say, you know what, this property has too many items on it. I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm going to back out of the deal and I'm going to search for something else. That's why you want to do a home inspection. You want to find everything that's wrong with the property, and then you can make a judgment call and say, okay, I can deal with this. I can deal with that. Or you can negotiate with the seller, and the seller can say, okay, I'm willing to repair these items so that you can move forward. But without a home inspection, you will not know until later. And trust me, things are going to come up. Tip number 5. with real estate, there's good deals, there's bad deals, right? But you got to be patient in this process. Dealing with a lender, you got to be patient in that process. I always tell my clients, this is like a roller coaster ride. You go up, you're going up, and you're coming down. They need more paperwork, they need this, they need that. You got to do a home inspection. This is why it's critical for you to work with an experienced real estate agent that can help guide you through this entire process. It is fantastic at the day of closing when you get your keys and you own your own home, but it is a process. You got to be patient with it because it is the biggest purchase you're going to make in your life. So you got to be patient. Once you go through one, you kind of get the hang of it and you understand how the process works, but there's always things that come up. So it's very important for you to pick the right agent who's got the right lenders by his side, who's got the home inspectors that you need, and everything that's in the process for you to get qualified and bring you to the finish line so that we can give you those keys. So those are the tips that I got for you today. 5 tips. There's hundreds more. Again, I'm William Gonzalez with Viva Realty. I'm here to help, and I hope this information helped you make the process easier for you. Have a blessed day.